Don't let me stop you, darling. Don't let me rain on your military parade. You know I never saw somebody cry so much in a powdered way. Don't let me change a single thing. Don't let me make you fall in love from fall to spring. You know that no one likes the cold when they're all alone, so don't be so warm. Still think I'm gonna, not like I wanna, stop making fun of me while I'm talking to you. Got this subtle stare, baby, it just isn't fair. I won't let it stop me, baby. I said I wouldn't, but from me, yes is a maybe. It kinda drew me up, cause I was not expecting not to hate you. I don't like the way I want you endlessly. I don't like to think about what we could be. I think you know we can be pen pals and lovers, but nothing in between. Don't stop me, babe, 'cause I don't know exactly who I'm supposed to be. If you pour out a glass of being half empty and leave me choking on the air you used to breathe. Still think I'm gonna, I know I wanna, stop making fun of me while I'm talking to you. Got this subtle stare, you know it just isn't fair. So you come over in the middle of the night, run it over all the super important fights. I'm thinking we just act like we're not thinking at I walk my heart up to your door. Two arms, two legs, two eyes, once more. And I know, miss, I know that I'm so cool. And I know, miss, yeah, I heard that I'm a fool. Beating heart and eyes that see. I know you're thinking, could it be all this right here is a magnifique, genuine heartbreaker. I drag my heart up to your door. Two arms, two legs, one eye if I'm lucky, a sword. And I know, yes, I know that I sound strange. And I know we both know, and we both feel pain. Beating heart and eyes that see. I know you're thinking, could it be all this right here is magnifique, a genuine heartbreaker. sold records anymore. Bleeding heart and eyes that cry. Could it be you and me? I've been on sale, but for you it's free. The genuine heartbreaker. It's far too hard to say, too hard to tell you I don't want it any other way. I love to tell you honestly to pull my aching heart, but that sounds like a finish and I still can't find the start. Haven't you got anything else to do, or is all under the covers your most vibrant mood? It's fine, no really, I don't mind at all. I'm as cool as a piano player in the mall. Yeah, hit me or kiss me or smother me in love. Oh, hate me, berate me, or all of the above. Oh, make a move before I'm old coats and shoes. No, 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 I don't know this. I just know something. I could get right, but I'd really like to do it in your arms. Wasn't the point to find the point and not to waste your time trying to figure if the world is in bad taste? But you don't even seem to think about it quite that hard. It seems like you would rather do without the thinking part. Yeah, me too. Could do it right, but I'd really like to do it in your arms. Don't let me stop you, darling. Don't let me rain on your military parade. You know I never saw somebody cry so much in a powdered way. Don't let me change a single thing. Don't let me make you fall in love from fall to spring. You know that no one likes the cold when they're all alone, so don't be so warm. Still think I'm gonna, not like I wanna, stop making fun of me while I'm talking to you. Got this subtle stare, baby, it just isn't fair.
living in Niagara Falls, Canada. I studied joy in a systematic way when I was 24 years old. And I started serving joy. How do you serve joy? By following it and furthering it. When I was 26 years old. I'm sharing this age range because this puts me as in between a young adult and an evolving adult. Our young adults we call chicks, Chinmaya Yuvakenta. Our evolving adults we call CSKs, Chinmaya Siddhikaras. My guide, Swami Tejomayananda, has shared, if you want to bend people, then here bending means bend towards joy. From outside to inside, you have to blend with people. You cannot bend anyone if you don't blend with them. We are not moved by those whom we cannot relate to. Agreed? And so, for the last 12 years, I have dedicated myself to working with young adults and evolving adults. Our youth, I'm going to generalize them as this. Our youth have so much potential, and all that is needed is a catalyst for this potential to be released. One way that this can happen is called shaucha. Shaucha is a virtue, which means purity. To have a pure mind. I had read a sign recently that said, "My hands are consuming more alcohol than my mouth is," because of all of the hand sanitizer that we're using. You're all thinking, whoa, Vivekji, we didn't know this about you. Shaucha tends to be associated with cleanliness. And that's why I made that joke about hand sanitizer. How do you evolve from cleanliness to purity of mind? Clean hands, pure mind. Where's the connection? That connection is made by organization. When one starts to organize their lifestyle, organize themselves, their mind becomes quieter. Hundreds of youth, so many that are joining us through different platforms, are being empowered. And through their empowerment, they are sharing this power with thousands. And this catalyst is opportunity. This catalyst is projects. In May of 2019, we started our first youth project, and that was a short film called Unfiltered. We were watching that before we began our picnic. In July of 2019, we shared life lessons, which is a curriculum on how do you engage in self-development when there's so many distractions. In November of 2019, we brought out Traditions, which is a simple cookbook for mindful living, so that we depend less on fast food. All of these have been facilitated by our youth, given the opportunity to be organized to get to that quietude of mind. And this year, in May of 2020, we brought out the Raw Workbook, the Reflection Adventure of the Week workbook, which is to be active with our disciplines, with our development. And now, our next short film entitled Been on Sale. Before, I share what this movie is about in a simple way. One of the qualities that I try to encourage in myself and others is called paraguna. Paraguna in English means to be encouraging. And one way to do that is to give others your opportunities, to give others your chances. And when you give others an opportunity, a chance, there is so much learning that manifests. You make mistakes, and from those mistakes, you learn. Yes? You learn more in a game than in a scrimmage, right? So all of the projects that are shared in the chat that I've been describing, I am grateful that I've had the opportunity to be involved. So now, focusing on Been on Sale. Unfiltered had a focus on projection. In Sanskrit, this is called vikshepa. Been on Sale has a focus on attachment, which in Sanskrit we call raga. Attachment is very subtle. We're attached to our family members, our fathers. For those who have been exposed to self-development before being married, before having children, your attachment to your parents is more subtle than your attachment to your spouse or child, because that training was not given. And you will see this in the movie also. Our attachment to family members, our attachment to social norms. Been on Sale is an icon of youth getting organized, and this has been led by Udit and Srijay. Udit is from Flint, Michigan, and Srijay is from Chantilly, Virginia, and a whole team that have helped them from sound editing to outreach. You'll get to see all of that soon. And my last offer of gratitude is this celebration. Our movie is all facilitated by our Chinmaya Mission Niagara Center, and particularly our steering committee. If I can describe them in one word, it would be liberal. And I feel that's what the world that's what communities need, is those to be more liberal. I was sharing this morning in our kids' message that every time they speak, before they speak, they have to say, I can, and then speak. Imagine having that mentality where I can. That's how our center and those who make decisions function. I can. What's going to happen now is we're going to complete this Zoom meeting. We're going to complete the streaming through Facebook Live, and we're all going to shift over to our YouTube live stream. That link is already in the chat room for you. It will already be on Facebook Live. We will wait a few minutes so everyone can shift over. And then at 12 o'clock, we are going to begin the live worldwide premiere of Been on Sale. After this movie, which is approximately 30 minutes, then the directors, the cast are all going to have a discussion to share with you what this movie's about, the filming of it, the message of this. And then if you have any questions, you can ask them also. Everyone sitting comfortably? Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Slowly get your popcorn, get your cool beverage, sit close to your fathers, your families, and we'll see you in our movie.
Hi everyone, and welcome to our premiere.
This project is really very close to our hearts.
And we're really excited to show you what we've put together.
We've had a lot of fun writing, casting, filming, and editing.
We've written this film with the intent of having something for everyone.
So grab your popcorn,
sit back, and relax.
We have a live chat.
So share your thoughts and put in your questions.
We'll have a Q&A with the casting crew after the film.
We'll see you soon.
Happy Father's Day.
Hey, the regular?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Paper or plastic? Paper straw or plastic straw?
They make paper straws now? Why?
Well, it's better for the environment, and here at Vigilante Coffee House, we're trying to protect the environment.
Then why even offer a plastic straw? That doesn't make any sense.
Hey, I'm just trying to do my job, so I'm assuming paper then?
Yeah, sure. And could you make it a double shot, please?
You got it.
What's up, Jay?
Hey, man.
Hey, how's it going, buddy? Been a minute.
Yeah, just another Thursday, you know?
Yeah, dude, just trying to get through the week.
Yeah.
Alright, give me 1 second. Let me get order quick.
Sure. Could I get one regular coffee, 2 creams, 1 sugar?
Yep, name for the order?
Sid.
Alright, that'll be $4.50.
Wait, actually, could I also get a 1 medium caramel latte, please?
Of course.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Is everything okay? How's the family? How's the baby?
Dude, Asha's wonderful. Okay, let me show you.
Oh, she's so cute.
Yeah.
Wow.
But she hasn't really been sleeping through the night yet, so
Yeah.
it's been kind of rough.
I can imagine.
But we'll get there. I mean, nothing a little coffee can't fix, you know what I mean?
No, I got you. I feel that. Here.
Speaking of,
Yeah. How's it going, though? How's everything with you been?
great, man. Work has been awesome. And I mean, I picked up the ukulele recently. Been trying to practice a few chords. You have way too much time on your hands, man. I'm not the one with the kid, right? That's a fair point. How's your love life, though? How's everything rocking you? I mean, everything's been okay, man. I just wish we spent a little bit more time together, you know? Like, she's been really busy. Thinking about asking her on a date soon. Hopefully things will work out. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you're on the way to school, do you mind taking this to her? No, man. I got you. I really hope things work out between you and Ragini, okay? You better, right? You're the one who set us up. Hey, that was Nimi's idea. I was just the one who executed, okay? Yeah, for sure. But let's catch up soon and tell Asha her favorite uncle says hi, all right? You got it, man. All right, take care, man.
Wasn't the point to find the point and not to waste your time trying to figure if the world is in bad taste? But you don't even seem to think about it quite that hard. It seems like you would rather do that than thinking hard. Yeah, me too.
Your coffee. Oh, thanks. Sugar and vanilla latte. How'd you know I like those?
A little bird told me.
You doing good, by the way?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just have to send out these parent emails. Can I talk to you later?
You know, I have to go to class anyways. See you at lunch?
Okay, thanks. See you at lunch.
Good morning. How you doing, Jagan?
Hey, Dr. Gupta.
How's the baby?
Baby's good. Hey, I got into class. Can we talk a little later, boss?
Ha! Always on the job. I like you, Jagan. It's people like you that make it easy to run a place like this for me. Oop! Careful, Jagan. I bet your wife will buy you a new one, right?
Hey guys, sorry I'm late. All right, back to our discussions on Greek philosopher and societal norms, okay? So remember, Plato wrote that if the difference consists only in women bearing and men begetting children, this does not amount to a proof that a woman differs from men in respect to the sort of education she should receive.
So now we're going to put these two together. This is going to require you to use both the chain and the product rule. Try it on your own first, check with someone next to you, and then we'll do it all together. Please ask questions if you don't understand, because your homework assignment for tomorrow will go over these two concepts.
This perspective, Plato's perspective, was truly revolutionary and radical. See, the point I'm trying to make is that what is radical and revolutionary is truly relative to what the current societal norm is. All right, everyone, make sure that you're working on your report. It's due in only 4 days, and I know you have the weekend. Feel free to come talk to me if you have any questions at all. Also, don't forget about parent-teacher conferences. They're tomorrow.
These kids have so many questions. I mean, I love it, but I feel like I'm teaching a whole nother class after class time. How is it already 12:25?
Yeah, it seems like you've been coming later and later every day. We really need to just hang out sometime. I feel like all we do is complain to each other. I've been so busy with the baby, and I know work has been keeping you super engaged. Hey, come check this out. This guy's selling 3 tickets to the Thalo concert this weekend. We have to go.
I'll think about it.
Jagan, is that really how much you make?
Ragini, I don't think we were supposed to see this.
Oh my god. This is totally unfair. You have to go talk to Dr. Gupta.
I mean, it's only 30%. It seems unfair, but I'm not going to throw a fit about it.
You have to stand up for yourself. Not only is he totally disrespectful towards you on a daily basis, but then this, if you don't do something, I'm going to march down there and talk to him for you.
Fine. Jeez, I'll talk to Dr. Gupta at the end of the day.
Good.
Come in. Jagan, my man, how are you doing? What can I help you with? Please have a seat.
Well, sir, it's about the email that you had sent at lunch.
Alright, I thought that thing was just gonna blow over. Alright, what's the issue?
Well, sir, I noticed that I'm getting paid a lot less than my colleagues.
Jagan, you know I like you. You're getting a good deal here. You're paid way more than all the other social studies teachers in the school. You all are way overpaid compared to anyone else in the district. And not to mention, your wife makes salary more than 6 teachers combined.
That's not even the...
But I like you. We can talk about this later. It's the end of the day. Let's schedule this talk for Monday, alright? Talk to my secretary on the way out. Sounds like a plan? Take care. Have a good one, Jagan.
Hey, what's up?
Hey Akka, my practice ended a little early. Can you come pick me up?
Sure, I'll be there in 15. Bye.
Hey, Jagan.
Hey, Nimi. How was your day?
Pretty good. Where's Asha? Is she sleeping?
Yeah, Julia told me that she was feeling really tired today. Did you eat?
Mm-hmm.
Julia also made some food, so if you're hungry, I can warm it up for you.
No, that's okay. I'll grab some later. Did she say anything else about Asha?
Yeah, she did. Julia said that she smiled for the first time today.
What? Wow. Why does it feel like our nanny gets to see more of our daughter than we do?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I honestly thought we'd be able to balance it a lot better.
Yeah. And things have been so busy at the hospital.
Yeah.
I saw that email that you forwarded today. Do you want to talk about it?
No, not really. You know, everything was fine. Everything was going great. And then we got that email. And it was right next to Ragini, and it was so embarrassing. I mean, I've been at that school for 6 years. And it just made me question everything. Like, what am I doing with my life? Like, do I really even matter?
Juggin, you matter to Asha. You matter to me. You matter to this family.
Where the worker never understands tiredness. Work is inspired work. Where the worker never understands tiredness, exhaustion. The joy of that work itself replenishes the true worker. Where the worker never understands tiredness, exhaustion. That is not real work. The joy of that work itself replenishes the true worker.
You know what? Oh, hey.
Hey, I'm so sorry. I thought I responded.
No, that's totally fine. I just wasn't sure if you saw my text. I mean, I thought this may be fun if you're up for it. How does tomorrow at 5 p.m. sound?
Yeah, that sounds great. I do have my brother's basketball game right before at 3:30, but I'm sure I can make it.
Great. I'm so excited to see you.
I hate to cut this short, but I actually have to go. Parent-teacher conferences are starting in an hour, and I have to get to school. Talk soon?
Of course. Yeah, see you soon.
1 hour for AP Bio, 2 hours for AP Physics, and 3 hours every single night for AP Calculus. Are you getting the math here?
I understand that a high school student's schedule can be quite rigorous.
Do you really? Because every single night, my kid is complaining about how he's having to do all these problems that are due the next day for a grade.
Well, several studies have shown that grading assignments makes students work harder on them.
Of course it does. It's for their grade. How do you even have time to grade all these questions off of all of these assignments?
I've made it a priority to do that.
Well, young lady, your priorities are stressing out our kids. I do not even know what they're doing to you.
Hey, come on in. Let me guess. Ali's parents?
Yeah, sorry we're late. We were just talking to Ali's calculus teacher.
Oh, no worries. Please, have a seat.
Thanks.
So, to start things off, have you seen Ali's last report card?
We have, actually. That's why we're here. He doesn't talk much about your class.
No?
None. Well, to be honest, he's becoming a little quieter, but when he does speak to us about school, it's usually to complain about physics or about
calculus.
Do you not get it? Why so much work?
They do have a life outside of school also. Do you understand that?
Yeah, exactly. But not a word about history. So we just wanted to know
how he's doing so well.
Exactly. Straight A's across the board. And so, what's your secret? And does he behave better in class? Is he contributing?
Yeah, Ali's great. No behavior problems at all. He's the quieter type, but He raises his voice enough in class discussions, so I wouldn't be too concerned.
Okay, good. Are there any things we can do, small things to help him be better prepared?
You know, I have noticed that he's getting a little tired in class. Is he getting enough sleep?
Oh, that might be the other classes. He's recently started taking a lot of AP coursework, and to be honest, I think that transition's been a little rough on him. So again, that's why we came to you, just to see what you've been doing differently.
Mr. Agni, thank you for taking time to meet with me. I wanted to mention that you may not really understand what the kids are going through. My daughter is taking 5 AP classes, and yours homework is way and above beyond most of the other classes.
Trust me, I've been hearing this all night. I understand it's a lot of work, but this is calculus. It's supposed to be a college-level math class.
I completely understand that. Would you be able to teach it in a way that the homework can be done faster or takes less time?
All right, well, thanks for having us. We're really glad we stopped by.
Yeah. Well, speaking of being tired of my class.
It's a long day.
Yeah, actually, I just became a father. My wife and I had a daughter a few weeks ago.
Oh, that explains the yawning. Congratulations, though. Welcome to parenthood.
Thanks. You know, it's so great seeing you both take such an interest in Ali's school performance and his well-being. As a newly annoyed parent myself, do you have any advice? Something you wish someone had told you earlier?
So first thing, you should know from the very start that everything's gonna be all right. I look back on like our early days with Ali. He was growing and learning at light speed, and then as a parent, you have to grow and learn at light speed as well. But it's amazing what you learn when you're in the moment. I really think that parenting is a lot of making it up as you go.
That's it? That sounds so straightforward.
Yeah, sorry, I mean, don't get me wrong, parenting's far from simple. But I think if you keep the big picture in mind, who you are as people and what you're trying to do as parents, then you'll know what to do in the moment.
You know, that's the thing. This event happened to me recently, and it's made me question a lot of things. Like, how do I know if what I'm doing is right for myself and my family? Like, am I doing the right thing?
Oh, well, it's hard, and you don't always know. But I can give you an example from our family. Early on with our son, we realized that one of us needed to be a stay-at-home parent. And my husband here is an excellent lawyer, and his career is a big part of his life. And in my case, I was willing to put my career goals on hold for a little while to become that stay-at-home parent. And so I think that's what it's all about, is recognizing that the three of you are becoming a team, and that one of you may need to change to become the player that your team needs to be complete.
Thanks. Thank you so much for sharing. I really appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, sure. Good luck, Mr. Prasad.
Thank you.
Ragini, I have a doctor appointment at 2. I'm so tired though. Can you come with me? அவ சொல்லுற medical terms ஒண்ணு எனக்கு புரியாது. Can you come?
Yeah, of course, Mom. I'll be ready in 15 minutes.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm so sorry. Mom asked me to come with her to a doctor's appointment, and I thought we'd be done by now, but we're still in the waiting room. I'm so sorry, kiddo. I know you'll do great. Just focus on the game, and I'll be there as soon as I can.
Hi, Akka.
Hey, bud.
You should have seen me, Akka. I was so good. I had 15 points. I wish you could have come.
Ugh, I hate that I missed it. I'm so sorry, bud. How can I make it up to you?
I don't know. Maybe ice cream and then we can play Smash?
Yeah, deal. Sounds perfect.
By the way, how did your date with Sid go?
Oh my god, I totally forgot. I have to call him.
Hey Rogs, what's up?
He said, I'm so sorry. I know our date was something you were looking forward to, and I was too, and I completely dropped the ball.
I mean, I appreciate you apologizing, but this isn't the first time you bailed on me.
I know. How can I make it up to you?
I mean, Rogs, I know that you're really busy, and I don't know, I just feel like you haven't been prioritizing our relationship at all. I mean, I don't want to get in the way of your responsibilities, but I just wish we spent a little bit more time together.
So, Jagan was telling me about this Delo concert at 4 p.m. tomorrow. Do you want to go with me? We can go to Pop's Pizza after.
Yeah, that sounds good actually. Do you want me to pick you up at 3 then?
Sounds like a date.
Wait, actually, how's Jagan doing? I know things have been kind of rough with him lately, with the family and the new kid. And, I mean, would you mind if he tagged along for the concert? We could still get dinner together after.
Are called cloud chasers. I'm a cloud chaser.
The thing is, I'm not convinced yet that this is all, like, it was just pre-recording. I feel like you're such a cloud chaser that you'll put these crazy takes into your actual top 25, and then I'll leave midway through recording.
So what will you do right now if Kawhi Leonard's in my top 25 greatest NBA players of all time?
I'm straight leaving.
Don't let me stop you, darling. Don't let me rain on your military parade. You know I never saw somebody cry so much in a powdered way. Don't let me change a single thing. Don't let me make you fall in love from fall to spring. You know that no one likes the cold when they're all alone, so don't be so warm.
Hey, Nimmy, my wonderful, beautiful, amazing wife. Hey, can I?
Let me guess. Rag spot the ticket?
She did. And your fantastic, wonderful, amazing husband has done all the errands.
Dishes?
Washed.
Laundry?
Done.
Trash?
Taken out.
Diapers?
Wait, like, changed or?
Never
what?
mind. Enjoy the concert.
All right, thanks. We'll see you later.
Hey, don't forget to pick up some diapers from the store.
Hey there, what can I get you?
Can I just get the regular, man?
Of course, yeah. Anything else?
Can you get me a water bottle too?
Of course. So here at Vigilante Copcast, we do our best to protect the environment.
No straw, man. I'm good. Thanks, though.
And yeah, I'm totally hip to Biff. Like, I get where he's coming from. Same with Happy.
Yeah, but like in your paper, why are you so savage with Willie though? Like, I know he seems dumb, but you have to realize what he's going through.
But even so, I don't see his logic. Willie's a father, man. A father. I'm with Charlie. All of Willie's problems will go away if you just swallow his pride and do what you have to do.
Are you alright?
Hey, you okay, man?
Yeah, no, I'm good. Don't worry about it.
Alright, take care.
Hey, don't forget to grab detergent.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
I'm so glad I can make this work.
Yeah, me too.
Alright, are you ready?
Give me a sec. Now I am.
Okay.
Hey, man. How'd you like the set?
Hey, I came late. Missed the entire thing.
Nuh-uh. You missed the entire concert?
Yeah.
Well, color you dissatisfied. Well, it's not much, but we have some leftover shirts. We need to get rid of them. 50% off. What do you say?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
What size are you? Medium?
Yeah, I'm a medium.
All right. Actually, I think this one's a medium right here. Yeah, this one should fit. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
That looks great.
But no one buys old records anymore.
Hey, do these come in kid sizes?
I think I might have one or two. Got a little man at home that likes Delos music?
A little girl, actually.
A little queen. Okay, what's her name?
Her name's Asha.
Asha.
You know, I've been with Dale's music my entire life, and maybe when she's older, I can get her into their stuff too. You know?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you 110%. Found this one right here. How does that look?
That's great. Thank you, man.
Yeah? Hey, these shirts, they're on me, all right? Just make sure Asha avoids some of their early to mid-2000s music. It's a little too juvenile, you know?
Wait, what?
Never mind, man. Enjoy the t-shirts.
All right. Thanks, man.
Asha, so much has been changing, and you're growing up so fast. Your mom and I have been so busy with work, and we've already missed so much. I can't help but ask myself if it's been worth it. I'm gonna ask your mom something tomorrow, in the morning, but can I run it by you first?
Dragon,
Hey, Rox.
iced cafe latte, right?
Yeah. Oh, tables have really turned. Thank you so much. I could really use this right now. So sorry about the concert yesterday.
No, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't even see your text until the last minute.
Honestly, it's not a big deal. How was your night?
Actually, we didn't end up staying that long. When we realized halfway through you wouldn't make it, we left and got something to eat. It was really nice to spend some quality time with him.
That's awesome. I'm so happy for you two. Hey, I actually gotta get to a meeting, but let's catch up later?
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Hey, Jack.
Come in. Jagan, please come in. Have a seat. So, when we last talked...
Do you like that band?
Yes, quite a bit.
You know, they were in town this weekend. I tried to go, but it didn't really work out.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm sure...
I'm very lucky. My wife, she works really hard and she makes a lot of money. And you reminded me of that. And for that, I want to thank you. You know, I think I'm a good teacher, one who works hard and tries to engage with the students. And I don't think any hard-working teacher should be paid less than any other equally qualified teacher. What do you think?
Well, you are a good teacher.
You know, I chose to study history, despite knowing that the pay would be less. I was just so fascinated with the stories and the adventures. I chose to go into teaching despite knowing that it would pay even less than academia. See, my point is that I don't really care about the money. I have that luxury.
Well, I'm glad you sorted that out, Jagan. It's good to hear.
Yeah. And that's why, at the end of the school year, I'd like to resign.
What?
I'm not this job, and this job isn't me.
So you're going to stay at home? Take care of the baby? What kind of man are you?
I'm going to be the man who's there for his family. One who gets to see his daughter grow up. You know, don't even worry about the paperwork. I'll talk to your secretary on the way out.
Wait, Jagan!
Oh, and sir, you should check out the band's newer stuff.
no one buys old records anymore. Bleeding heart and eyes that cry. Could it be you and me? I've been on sale, but for you it's free. The genuine heartbreaker. Time, the genuine heartbreaker.
If you are watching. Next, I want to introduce Udit. Udit is co-director and co-producer, and he's probably never written, read, or answered so many emails in his life since taking this project on. Next up is Srijay. Srijay is also co-director and co-producer, and at this point, he can probably film and edit videos in his sleep. We have Janani on the call. Janani was one of our screenwriters. She worked tirelessly on this project with us with different edits of the script. And in her spare time, Janani was just, finishing up med school, being a doctor, no big deal. Next, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Vikas. I am also a screenwriter. I did cast and crew, and I work with some of the sound equipment. We have Shivam on the call. Shivam plays Jagan. And Shivam had to put up with us staring at him while he was trying to film emotional scenes about fatherhood. So mad props about that. Shreya's on the call with us. Shreya plays Ragini. And Shreya probably permanently damaged my hearing from the scene where she slams the books on the table because I was working sound. Vamsi is on the call. Vamsi plays Sid. And Vamsi learned 3 whole ukulele chords in just a few minutes just for this movie. So big props to that. And finally, we have Neha. Neha was also cast and crew, and she was also the set designer. So Neha was able to transform a dumpy college break room into a professional office setting fitting for Dr. Gupta in just a few minutes. So guys, while people are getting some questions in, I just want to have Shivam share a few words. So Shivam, whenever you're ready, take it away.
Hey. Thanks, Vikas, for that fantastic introduction, and Hariom to everyone, and thank you for watching our production of Been on a Sale. I just really want to thank everyone, and I'm really thankful to be a part of it. I'm also thankful to Vedanta and the teachings for always pushing us to challenge societal norms and conditionings and continue on the path of self-development. I'm also very thankful to the Chinmaya Mission family, for which none of this would be possible. It provided us the opportunity for all of us to connect and move forward with this. People came throughout the country of all different backgrounds and age ranges to assist with this movie. I want to give a huge shout out to the Kasturi household for creating a chickshala allowing the craziness of people coming in and out, the late production nights, and truly some of the best hospitality I've ever received in my life. Srini Anna and Sudhita Akka, your pizza and cooking skills are sublime, and your love for each other and your family is something I really hope to emulate. In my opinion, the arts are an extension of our culture, similar to how a dream is an extension of ourselves. All of our projects are done on a volunteer basis, even though if I say so myself, we are all professionals. These projects are near and dear to my heart, not only for my involvement in doing a small part to consuming these amazing resources, which is why I'm donating to these initiatives. And if this resonates with you, then please be a part of our movement and click on the link in the description. We want to consistently connect our culture and Dharma to all those around us. I'm very thankful to Sakshi Productions for even considering me. Srijay, Udit, Janani, Neha, Vikas, Srijay, Shreya and Bumsy. I mean, we did 7 days of filming and the leads have been planning this and doing so much post work. Y'all are really inspiring and it's been amazing working with y'all. I'm so happy to call you my friends. On our first meeting, we were able to move past that superficial rat race talk and have meaningful conversations with insane amounts of laughter and some late night Taco Bell runs. But much love to everyone and really thank you all for watching and allowing me to be part of it.
Thank you, Shivam, for sharing those words. Neha, do you want to read our first question?
Sure. Hi, everyone. Thanks again for joining us for this awesome premiere of Been on Sale. We hope you enjoyed the film so far. Our first question is, for all the cast and crew, how do you relate to your character? So let's start with Jagan, since he just spoke. If you want to tell us how you relate to Jagan, and then we can go person to person.
Yeah, it was an amazing experience to try and get into this character. Secretly in my heart, I've always wanted to be a history teacher and I love teaching. So that really, really helped. And I also would like a doctor wife. So that was really nice. But on top of that, I'm really lucky because before filming it, my sister was going through pregnancy. And I was seeing how they were in this stage of their lives. And just talking with them and understanding that perspective was really amazing. And also post the film was done, my niece was born, and to see the transition and see the priority change, it really hammered it home. So that was some method acting on my end, but it was fantastic. And that's kind of how I connected with the character.
Thanks, Jagan. Can we go to Shreya now? Can you tell us how you related to Ragini?
Yeah, of course. So let me break down Ragini's character a little bit. She is someone who definitely puts her heart and soul into her work. And that, I think, a lot of her personality stems from her education and where she currently is in her career. But she also wants to be a do-it-all. She focuses on this career aspect, but she still wants to maintain all these relationships with everyone around her. And she really struggles to put equal weight on everything. And she finds that the world does not put as much weight into her same priorities. And that's where a lot of her dissonance happens. And I think the way I relate is a lot, I am almost exactly like Ragini. I'm very workaholic nature, and I focus a lot on my career as well. So I think managing time and spending time at least on the people I care about and that care about me is constantly a struggle. And it's very hard to put that as a top priority in my life. But after sitting into Ragini's role a little, I've learned to embrace all the people that have been around me and that will constantly support me. And so I think that's where I really meshed with Ragini the most.
Thanks, Ragini. And last in our crew, if we could go to Vamsi, and maybe you can tell us how you relate to your character.
Thanks, Neha. Also, first of all, I just want to say Happy Father's Day to everyone watching. I think for my character, for Sid, the biggest thing was navigating a relationship, navigating the dynamics of someone who is busy. And I think I related in a way that I felt like just how Jagan in the film had to realize that he wanted to take the backseat, prioritize his family. In the same way, Sid had to take the backseat and try and understand the time constraints that Ragini was under, and then try and be a more understanding and more compassionate boyfriend.
Thanks, Vamsi. And now we're going to field some questions from our audience. Vikas, do you want to take it over now?
Sure, I'll take over. So one question I got, and I apologize if I say these names wrongs. We have a question from Anil Shankaramanchi. And his question is, in the conference, Jagan asks, what do you wish someone had told you? So cast and crew, what do you wish someone had told you about filmmaking?
I'll take this one. So first off, I want to actually shout out Anil for helping with reshoots. So just again, shout out there. But I think take your time and do the work, because I think there was a lot that we didn't know, but we took our time and it helped. But there are some areas where we rushed and we feel it. So just that. I think there's so much that goes into it, and we learned so much. Wouldn't trade it for anything.
Anything from Udit?
Yeah, I think that point that Srijay made about not rushing is super, super important. I think we felt time constraints that weren't there a lot of the times. And not only does that like affect your ability to just like enjoy and like actually live in that like filming space, but it's also going to affect your performance because you're nervous, just because you think you have to do things quickly. But I think being prepared to doing the research, and then you'll know like exactly like how far behind, how far ahead you are. I think we were a little unprepared, and so that led to a little more stress, but I'm looking forward to do this better.
Anyone else have anything to add? Okay. Neha, next question.
Our next question is from Priya Sudhakar, and her question is, where did the song that involved Gurudev's voice come from, and what was the idea behind incorporating that into this film?
I can take this question. So our idea for Sid as a character was that he's someone who's successful in his career, has time for himself, is willing to like take time for others, and is still like solid. He's happy. And that idea of that work is inspired work, that this quote is that if you are inspired, then there's no such thing as tired. He has a lot on his plate. We didn't show it, and he wasn't bothered by it. He was able to carry himself with that inspiration.
Great, thanks for sharing, Udit. Vikas, do you want to read the next one out loud?
Yeah, sure. So I have a question from, let's see, from Vidita Subarao. How long did this project take, and what was the inspiration?
Project was Vikas, Udit, and myself. It was, I think, like mid-July last year. We had a very different concept in terms of writing. And so then Janani joined our team as a writer a little bit after. We wrote we kind of were in pre-production up until mid-December. We shot over the last week of December and first week of January. And then it's been in post-production up until now.
All right. Neha?
So this is a question for Janani. How did you get started in this process, and can you describe your journey so far?
So I actually kept bothering Udit all summer last year. And I was like, hey, do you need any help on the film? I have some spare time and I want to do some seva. And I am just like so happy that he took me up on that, because working with Udit, Vikas, and Srijay has been a wonderful journey over the last year. All of us knew each other already on some level, just having been to chick retreats and everything. But I think our understanding of each other really came through in writing, because as we started writing our characters and developing them, we put really deliberate thought and care into just phrases or like themes. I'm sure many of you might have noticed we had the theme of time for Ragini, right? She's always running late, or she's just always cramming things into her schedule. And that's something that I personally can relate to. And I think a lot of people can as well. So yeah, working with this team has just been so wonderful. Yeah.
Thanks, Janani. Now over to Vikas.
All right. So this one is from a little kiddo who is also very close to this project. He was even in it. His name is Sahaj. And it's a very technical question, but he asks, how did you do the credits? They looked amazing. I'm sure his brother can answer that.
That one's all shout out to Charlie Hooper, who did the credits for us. Yeah, he just knocked him out of the park. I was like, yo, Charlie, I need some credits for this movie, and I think you'd be amazing at it. And they're just phenomenal.
The next question is from Hiran Giwala. He's also close to this film, and I believe his podcast was featured, and he was also the star of the previous film. So nice to hear from you, Hiran. His question is for Udit. How did the first film prepare you for the second film? What were key things that you learned from our hectic weekend in Chicago?
It was a hectic weekend in Chicago. To give some context, last year we filmed, I think it was a 15-minute movie. We filmed it in 2.5 days, and it was one of the most intense experiences. We were in one apartment for 2.5 days, just filming, and just hoping that it would turn out okay. Like, the biggest thing I learned was just spread it out and give yourself some time, because that was too much. I think anyone who worked on that project would agree with that. And then just being able to spread it out, have break time. Like, we took, in the middle of our shoot, we just took 2 days off this year just to hang out. And I think that was such a big deal, made such a big difference. Like, these are some of my best friends. I'm really lucky to have met all of these people. And that's really because we were able to bond. It wasn't just like against the grindstone the whole time. So the biggest thing I learned was the importance of that community building aspect and giving yourself realistic expectations.
Okay, I'll read the next question. This is from Rishi Saxena, but I saw a few others allude to this as well. What is the meaning of the title, Been on Sale? And if you guys don't mind, I'll kind of start this one off and you guys can elaborate. But I did a lot of the writing for Jagan, Shivam's character. And probably about 50 or 60% of the way of writing, we sort of kind of really maybe not fleshed out, but we pretty much knew what Jagan's story arc would be, about him sort of giving up his ego and, doing what was needed for the family, for his wife, for his child. And as I was writing this, I just kept coming back to the play Death of a Salesman. It was a play that I read when I was in high school. And I always just came back to that because the main character there is Wally, and or whatever his name is. And, the whole idea of that is he just needed to really swallow his pride and do what was right for his kids and for his family, basically for the well-being of everyone. So I'll start that off. You guys, if you want to drive it home.
To bounce off of that, when Vikas first pitched this allegory of Death of a Salesman, I wasn't familiar with the story, but I ended up looking it up, and there is that surface level aspect of fatherhood, but there is also this aspect of attachment to professional life that I think is super, super important for both of these characters. We asked the question, what are you on sale for? What are you working for? What are you spending your life on? And I think those are really, really powerful themes for Willie and the pressures he puts on his children. So this is really about breaking that social norm. What is the importance of a professional life? Why are you doing what you do? That's really what Been on Sale is about.
All right. Neha?
So our next question is from Shruti. How much fun and how much of a challenge was it working with friends and family, both on screen and off screen?
I think we should let the cast take that one. They're the ones who all came in.
Maybe Vamsi, if you could start us off.
Yeah, for sure. I think it was incredible. Like I've known Shivam for a while, but meeting Shreya, getting to spend time with all of you guys, it was just a great experience. And I think if you guys have become we become much closer, almost a family of sorts. We have our own group chats. We like share our own memes. So off screen, I don't even think it was a challenge at all. And then the Kasturi household, I think Shivam alluded to before, was incredible. Just the hospitality we received was off the charts. We just truly felt like we were there, we belong in that family. On screen, I think having that dynamic off of screen just made the on-screen performance so much better. Just made us click, made us have a natural tendency to just want to spend time together, want to act, and it just overall, I felt that whole dynamic really shifted the movie and made it so much better.
Great, thanks for sharing. I think we'll go to the next question in the interest of time, Vikas.
Sure. Am I muted? No. Sure. The next one is, let's see. Oh, this is a question from Zara Gupta. What does this movie mean to you? So this would be a great one if everyone just really quickly summarizes. So for me personally, this movie is about getting rid of excess, especially when whatever it is you love to do, if that's causing you to act in an excessive manner in any way that it's hurting other aspects of your life, you need to moderate yourself, moderate all aspects of your life in order to lead a more successful one, whatever success means to you.
I can go next. For me, this movie is about slowing down and reassessing our intentions with which we act throughout our life. And so we were obviously working on this film pre-COVID, but I think especially doing all this post-production during the COVID crisis, it's been a real, pause button and just think like, what am I actually spending my time on? Because we have this illusion that we have a lot more time, but it actually can be crammed with a lot more, nonsense if we allow it. And so I think working on this film for the past year has just been a continuous reminder, slow down, be intentional.
I think for me, it's not, I can sum up the experience, and there's a Sanskrit term, bhagavad kripa, which translates to grace of God. And I think for me, it's been this term in the back of my head ever since production, because I look at how our 2 weeks of shooting went. I look at how the post-production process has happened. And I think there's 5,000 things that could have gone wrong and should have gone wrong, but it didn't happen. And we're all here. And that's because of the grace of God.
I can go next. For me, I think this movie encapsulates the little things and the little details, where from the acting side, it's the little mannerisms, the expressions, and being able to try to convey that. From the set design, it's, having that logo of the school to having a proper nameplate and just the impact that went into that, and just the thought behind that. And then also the conversations between each individual and how it's the little things that accumulate into a big thing. And that's kind of what I believe that's what it meant for me. So yeah.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I can share. I think I would second a lot of the things that people shared about the story, like the plot of the movie. One thing I wanted to add about just the project as a whole, I joined the last project Unfiltered because when I was in school, like when you're in school, it doesn't feel like you're doing anything. Like you're learning, but you're not actually putting anything out. You're not, it doesn't feel like you're developing like inward, which is incredible. And it's a lot of investing, but sometimes you feel like you're in a rut and you need to do something. And so joining this project has really been like, let's see what I can make. Let's see what I can like put out there. And so that's what this experience has been like a massive confidence booster, like because of Srijay and editing. And I've just learned so many things that I didn't think I would ever do. And so I'm just extremely grateful. And this has been a huge like moment and activity in my life.
All right, anyone else? Otherwise we can go to the next question. Okay. The next question is from Chinmaya, and she asks, what was something new you learned about yourself in the process of making this movie?
Can I go ahead and take this one? So I am the only person who entered this project, and I didn't know anybody. Like, I knew nobody. I walked into the Kasturi household that day, and that was the first time I had ever like face to face met Srijay, met all these people. And I walked in, and the first two people I saw were Vamsi and Udit. And I walked in, and I was like, "Hi, I'm your girlfriend, and I'm also your like girlfriend's best friend," or like whatever. However, I introduced myself was like as the character. And I think that I just didn't think that two or like one person who knew nobody in a room could feel so comfortable with strangers. But they, like, all of you have made this experience so wonderful, and you've made me feel so comfortable in front of a camera, which I had never done before. So I think it's just, you've helped me gain a lot of confidence in myself, and that was my biggest takeaway from the entire project. So thank you all for that.
I'll piggyback off of that actually, really quickly. So one thing that Udit told me during the filming, shooting, and everything that stuck with me, and I think that it really changed a lot of our dynamic, was he said, "I really appreciate how you wear your emotions on your sleeve." And I think that as the filming progressed, and as we spent we were up until like 4 a.m. multiple nights in a row, I think we all started to wear our emotions on our sleeve and really just talk about our true feelings. And I think that dynamic taught me that that's how we connect with people, is by truly opening ourselves up, being vulnerable, and that's how true connection happens.
Thanks, Vamsi. I'm going to piggyback off of that and go to our next question, if that's cool. I think what I learned from this film was the importance of teamwork and having a support network. I think all of us were able to do this project successfully because of the Kasturi family, Vivekji, Chinmaya Niagara, our local CMWRC family, our own group of friends and family. So I think it really showed how much we can do when we're all together and we support each other. So our next question, I'm going to combine two questions, is basically, how many days did it take to shoot? I think Srijay alluded to this. And what was your favorite scene to direct?
I can go first, Srijay, and then you can follow. It took 14 days to reiterate that. But my favorite scene was Jagan's parent-teacher conference scene. I think working just like, it was just so smooth. Brandon and Kyle and Shivam just vibed. It was awesome. It was so smooth. It was by far the longest scene in the movie, but one of the shortest shoots. It was just like everyone knew their dialogue. Everything went perfect. The lighting was perfect. It's so ceremonious, and it's definitely one of the most impactful scenes for Jagan's arc, in my opinion. I think it's just a really special one.
I don't know which is specifically my favorite to direct, but my favorite to edit was the one. It's a really dynamic scene where Jagan is doing the dishes and then he goes out to throw the trash. And honestly, like, I was editing that, and then I dropped in the music track from Thalo, who composed all the music for this entire movie. Like, some of the beats you heard came from Amol Mehta, who's the chick, and then but all the main songs, those came from Thalo. And I dropped it in and I looked at it and I was like, oh my god, this fits perfectly on beat. This just works so well. And I think I was like, wow.
Okay. For the sake of time, we're going to do one last question. And that question is, what is the plan for future movies? We've had 2 so far in increasing scale. What is the future for Sakshi Productions? And I think Udit and or Srijay should take that.
There will be more. We're gonna make more. We'll figure out the details, and I'm not sure about scale, but there will be another movie. There will be more than one movie.
Yeah.
So we're gonna keep this going.
And you can always reach out to Udit or myself if you want to get involved. That's literally how this project works. You want to get involved, we will find you a place on the team. We're always looking for more people to help.
All right. Well, DJ Rags to Riches, Sushi Monster, and Sapna, I really apologize for not being able to get to your questions. But just for the sake of time, I want to tell you all that before we sign off, we just want to give a special thanks to Vivekji and Chinmaya Mission Niagara for making this project possible. And please be on the lookout for future projects by Sakshi Productions. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Have a wonderful summer. Take care.